You see how awareness of details, awareness of anything that is in our life is deeply related to orderliness. Because, for example, if I have some noise in my mental life, when I bring awareness, then I turn to this noise and I ask it, what do you want? What is the attention that I'm missing? What have I missed? What am I overlooking that you are unhealthy? You see, because it is not natural for a poor human mind to think too much. It is only when there is not enough listening to the source. There is always something that is overlooked, and then it is like a symptom. And this is, of course, in every other dimension. So let's see if there are questions so far. Yes, please, Tamar.
I have two questions. In the meditation, there was a moment I felt...
If you could just speak a bit louder.
Yes. In the meditation, I felt for a moment something was like zooming in, and like I was feeling something that for me felt like the order of the universe.
Yes.
That also in the universe everything has an order. So if you can talk about that, because it's interesting. And the second question is, are there any more signs or symptoms beyond, for instance, thoughts that can indicate something out of order that we can pay attention to in our attempt to bring order?
Very good question. The first one is will be answered in the second meditation, in the second exercise that we will have, so I will not answer it. Just to put things in order, okay? As for the second question, yes, there are different symptoms that indicate neglected areas in our life. Noisy mind, illnesses, stress. Like when we feel that there is stress, this means that we haven't given the right attention to the way we manage time and to the way we prioritize things. We didn't think things through. You see, bitterness in relationships, and when we know we have unresolved issues in relationships, it's when we enter quarrels. And then we begin to scream about things that happened before. You see? You always do this, or you are like this, and I remember just like what you did 5 years ago. Things like this. This means that we haven't treated things. You see? Because something that happened 5 years ago should not be there anymore. This means that I've put things in order. But if I didn't treat it, I let it build inside me. I let it accumulate, and then of course it bursts out. It's because at a certain point, things that are overlooked, they come up again. So if we find ourselves holding grudge, bitterness, and anger, not to mention revenge, this is an indication that we haven't resolved our relationships. We haven't put them into order. Okay? Overdraft, when we don't have enough money in the bank. This is, well, a very clear indication that we have lost orderliness. Yes. Whenever we have something that at the beginning, most things, they start minor, as minor disturbances. Then, if they are not treated, then they begin to become stronger and stronger until we get such a slap from life that we are, because we need to be shaken. You see, we need to be woken up. If I take care of it when it's minor, then it will immediately dissolve. You see? Even with grief, you see, if I have a certain grief, sometimes I'm shocked to meet people that they can still grieve for 20 years. And when they speak about their grief, they begin to cry as if the thing happened just now. And I'm realizing that this means they have actually let this grief remain unresolved, untreated. They haven't given it enough attention, and then it remains untreated. Then this grief expresses itself in diseases, psychosomatic diseases, in unhealthy mind. And we have also tension, general tension in life because of all these things. You see, they are like a boiling cauldron under our conscious mind. Yeah. Yes, please.
So the examples that you give are pretty direct connections, but for example, Carl Gustav Jung said in every chaos there's order, which means even that we think there's chaos, there's a hidden order inside of it. And with regard to that, I'm very interested in what you think about the
could you just speak a bit slower? I think my translator is, I hear him
yes.
dying in the other room. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Which for me means that even that I see the chaos, there is a structure in it that I might not recognize right now.
Mm-hmm.
So with regard to that, when I see, for example, sometimes people have an empty bank account, and it's not that they have to work more, it's not that they have to earn more money, maybe they will get more money when they take a rest or take a pause, you know, they adjust on a totally different layer their behavior, and the result comes out here. And I'm interested in how I can realize what's now really important. Maybe it's not the topic that is in my head, but a totally different action that clears the topic that I right now have in my head.
Perhaps. It is not my style, I admit, because I tend to treat things very directly, just as they appear. Not I don't tend to leave room for interpretation. But this, what you are offering, is again an invitation to attention. You see, because this still requires enough attention, enough energy to clarify what other factor, what hidden factor can be here, or what other statement of life is presented to us. You see? So in both cases, because it is possible that sometimes we need to uncover a certain order in chaos. That is true. Carl Gustav Jung was definitely a brilliant man. So that requires, again, an attention. And this is the bottom line. Whenever there is something, I at least must give it enough wakefulness and not to overlook it until it will reveal itself. You see? So in both cases, this is the most important thing. What will be revealed is a different question.
So as you are clearly answering nearly all of my questions with the word attention, it seems that I should invest more.
Am I giving you a prescription, you say?
Maybe something like that, yes. I would take it.
Okay. I wasn't aware of that. I didn't have enough attention lately. Okay. Last question before we enter the second phase. Over there, maybe? Yes, please.
Short question.
Yes.
What is the balanced state of order? So, I mean, on the other side, too much order could be, as you mentioned, controlling, but then could block the flow of life or reacting to things as they are. So, where lies the balance between putting everything in order and letting things sometimes change according to life's changes?
You need to leave room for the unexpected. The change, when life gets disrupted, sometimes because we are still humans, we can't give 100% attention. That is why we can still get ill from time to time, even if we are, like giving our utmost attention. But usually when things get out of balance, they need to get out of balance from the outside in an unexpected way. Meaning that we need to be prepared and not to be controlling in this way, that things will come somehow and disrupt everything. But then what you have created, the foundation you have created is solid enough to hold it, you see? It is not going to ruin everything. You still have somewhere to land on. So this I would say is the right negotiation with life. It's like you, as far as possible for you, you make things orderly. Then when things come, you don't scream, hey, you are messing with my order. You just accept them and then you respond to them. And then you, through the response, you put them also into order, eventually. You see? You integrate them into your order. This is the difference from controlling. Controlling is like, I will not accept any change. You will not change my order. You see? It's like, for example, I have a lecture now. You all behave exactly as I want. Of course not. I make my lecture orderly. I hope so. And I'm ready for disruptions. You see? But my general framework is solid enough to receive disruptions. Okay? Yes. Good. Second stage? Yeah? Now, what we are doing is that we want to get in touch with the sense of orderliness as almost like a cosmic quality, and to get in touch with its deepest essence in order to awaken it in us. So